What is up, guys? Sexy Chocolate 21 here, and I'm back with another YouTube video. And today we're going to be discussing logos. Now, if you watch Vlogmas Day 10, and I talked about brands, I started out with black fashion designers, and I worked my way to regular brands that are out, that have been around for many decades and before then. So if you guys like that video, this video you're going to like too. Also, if you liked Vlogmas Day 11, which was pretty lit, I hope you guys really enjoyed that. And maybe we continue on like doing that, including with Vlogmas Day 9, making it like the day where I update you on everything. You know, I'm trying to be creative on my feet. Okay, anyway, let's move on. Logos. Now, logos are important. Logos are what people know your brand by. Logos are basically something that, you know, you're known by, people seen it, and you know, they want to know, well, wow, how can I be a part of your brand, or how can I make your brand expand more? You know, logos. A logo, if you don't know what a logo is, a logo is something that represents, as a picture or words that represents you in a type of way that makes people understand where you come, what your brand focused on, how your brand is different from everybody else. It's supposed to be unique and different from everybody else, and what makes you stand out more than any of the rest. That's what a logo is. And no, I did not read a dictionary or nothing like that. I just know that because that's what I know the definition of what it means. It's basically how people find you, how people know you, know you're different from everybody else. That's pretty straightforward and clear. You're different from everybody else, and you're not the same thing. So most people just recognize your logo. They'll be like, oh, okay, I saw your logo. You're new. How can I want something, something, something. And your logo can represent, and your logo is anything. Logos are normally created for music, fashion, or a logo could be for a business, or like, or cars, or anything like that in between. Your logo is mostly representing what type of business you do. That's another good definition too. It makes your brand looks good. It makes your brand look good. It makes your business expand more, and it makes sure, you know, and it makes you more money. And the common thing about logos with people is that sometimes their logo gets either taken, or someone else says that you're stealing their logo. So it could go vice versa. Or they don't think you should use that logo because whatever the offenses may be. Now, we're going to jump to that later. Right now, why is it important to have a logo for when you're representing yourself? Because most people will recognize it. You live in a world now today, and creativity is endless. So people need to know what you are, how you function, and everything like that in between. Now, I will insert a picture. I will insert a picture in this blog. You will see it come up next. My logo. Now, when choosing a logo, you got to choose something that no one would ever think of. No one would ever choose something that no one would really think of. Something that is out of the box. Something that no one has. I mean, not a lot of people have. And choose something that is unique to you and different. Now, when I created my first logo, and I still have this logo, and it'll never change, I used the rose. The rose is a pretty flower. It's red, and it has plus teens, and it has my name on it. So if you ever see my logo, which I put it on my YouTube channel plenty of times, and you might have even seen it pop up in my intros and outros. So it is the beautiful rose with the plus teens going across it. Still with gold fonda, and then my name underneath it. Now, when most people naming their logos, that's the next step, by the way, naming your logo. You chose your picture. Now it's time to lay your logo and your color. It's important to have some type of color in it. Most people use black and white. Other people use like neon colors. I just chose the two simplest colors ever. Red. I chose the simplest color anyway. Red, green, and gold. That's the simplest three colors. There's, and then when I like go in and like add in any pictures or like add in like if I wanted to be ghetto, I could change the rose ghetto. If I'm trying to act street with it, did like graffiti ties it, I could graffiti the rose and make it look like it's spray painted in and everything like that in between. So yes, the rose is simple three colors, and if I choose to, I can change it whenever I feel like it. That is the goodest thing. That is the greatest thing about having Adobe Photoshop. Anyway, which if you don't know by now, if you're a creator or somebody in the arts, you will come across that you have to learn how to use Adobe Photoshop and work on computers more, because when you start getting into them type of businesses, starting to get into them type of businesses, you're gonna need Adobe Photoshop. I'm scared. I'm worried now. I gotta figure out how to get my more subscriptions. But anyway, now it's time to choose the name. Now, as a fashion designer, or as even in music, most people commonly do this. They either make their logo out of half their name, their whole name, somebody else's name to honor it by, dedicate their business to someone else, the family name, something. It's always someone's name. And why didn't I choose my last name or any type of name is because the reality is I didn't want to. I found it corny for one, overrated two, and on top of that, commonly used in today's time and commonly used back then. I felt like I was gonna be a part of everybody else. I hate to say it. I wouldn't want my brain to be named after me. Like it's like being like everybody else. I want it to be uniquely different. Now, plus teens. Let me explain. Plus teens is not necessarily a teenage shop. No. Because I know for many years now and months I have been saying it. Plus teens. No, it's not a regular name. It's not a shop for teenagers. I design for older women, younger women, and teens, but not like that, and so to speak. When I design for when I design for women, and right now I'm in women. I know there are men out there too, but we just gonna stick to women for a little bit. When I design for women, I design for women who are in like all the ages, who want to look young, beautiful, even youthful, whatever you like, vibrant, outgoing, pretty, anything pretty, beautiful. Best word to describe it, beautiful. And when a woman wants to be that way, damn it, whiskers. And when a woman wants to feel that way, I try to provide that for them. Now, plus teens it's not a teenage store. When I named it, I decided to put plus, as you all know, plus size. And then I put teens, and it doesn't, I'm trying to figure out the worst word. I was going to say teasing, and what's another good word? Erotic, educated, natural. Like, take the words and put them as a meaning. Like, teens, what did I say? Teasing or thick. There we go. Thick, erotic, educated, and natural. That goes nice together, right? I didn't really think about what the name had to truly mean, but again, no. It does not mean for teenage young girls. It goes from anybody. And no, I don't just design prom dresses or anything like that in between. And I design clothes. Now, when you finally got your name down and what it stands for and everything like that in between, and you want to start presenting it to everybody, showing it around, get a business card, anything like that. When I was in college, I got my business card made. It was like $10 for a 500 pack of business cards with my logo on it, and I have a bunch of them too. I gotta hand them out. I just gotta. I'm trying to be more prepared for it, more professional. if you're wondering why I didn't hand out my you know, my cards, is because the fact that I wasn't professional yet. Not professional yet. Until I get a surgery, then I'm gonna be considered professional. And then after you get your okay, after you name your after you understand what your name means, you know, you put it out there, you explain it. But I have put myself out there a little bit. I post it on my Instagram, Facebook, and Snapchat, and I show every behind the scene moment of how I created my stuff, how I work on my stuff, what colors I'm using, what fabrics I'm using, and what designs I'm trying to show out. How, and it always works in the end. I love when people comment. I love when people see it, and I love when you guys see it on YouTube. I always enjoy like showing you guys like the pieces and everything. Oh my God, when I was listening to Big Sean today, we just gonna get into a little bit of music. When I get into listen to Big Sean today, play what is it, Wolves? Oh my God, it got me so inspired to create a winter collection. And I can't wait, because I swear to forgiveness, it's going to give me, it gave me all types of ideas. I can't stop listening to that song, by the way. I'm just letting y'all know. But anyway, yeah. Yeah, when designing a collection, I have a logo and everything like that. I understand my name and everything in between. And yeah, the colors are different. And when you guys just going out with your logos, you want people to come up to you more. Say, oh, you're the designer? Yes, I'm the designer. Or you're the musician. You know, as a musician, you could choose anything in the world. You could use the music note and then wrap your name around the music note, and then you know, oh, you got your logo. A lot of brands use a lot of different logos, and there are a lot of logos out there. The one thing you want to be sure of is you're not using someone else's logo. Now, for me, I know damn well no one has ever thought, when I thought of my logo, it was out of air. I didn't look up no things. I just thought plus, and then I put teens in next to it. I didn't think of nothing about it. Oh, by the way, the S, sexy, natural, and sexy. So thick, erotic, educated, natural, sexy, and that's how you go about plus teens. Yeah, like I said, you don't want nobody else commenting, trying to take your name, and then trying to take your logo and then using it for their own business pictures and all that type of stuff. Because there's people out there that will do that, and then you'll be waking up the next morning and be like, ain't this shit looking like at this, like, someone baking off my logo, like, for real? And you'll be like, well, damn. Shit, I ain't even getting paid. Motherfucker, we gotta sue you. And then you be going through a whole nasty lawsuit. So make sure you get your logo trademarked. That's another important thing. And most people who are entrepreneurs and sellers and all that type of stuff, they get their logos trademarked. Like, you have to pay a good amount of money for it. I got mine trademarked. You steal my logo or anything like that in between, boy, we gonna have some legal issues. You gonna get sued. You gonna get sued. Dude, I mean, it's not good. For one, everybody should be not stealing nobody else's thing for profit. You don't know if you got your stuff trademarked, you will be looking at a big hefty lawsuit. So, I mean, do it yourself. I took all my work in, whenever I work on some project, I take all my hard on work and I make sure that what I do is like shown and seen, and everybody knows around me what my logo is everybody know I use that same logo. Nobody can vouch and say I don't use that logo. I created that logo from scratch, and I never saw nobody else with it. The name, the picture, nothing. And what makes people, what's also you gotta be careful of is people are willing to curse you out and everything, and curse you out for your logo, and then you be like, well, I made this. You didn't. Where did you come from? And how did you get involved with my stuff? Da 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 da. Like, it goes on like that. Some people are relentless. Some people don't give a fuck if you had that logo or not for however long. They just feel like they could take it, use it, make the profit from it, and then you will have to worry about whatever you're losing from it anyway. I'm like, no, honey, no, you can't do that. That's against the law. You're getting sued. So be aware that your logo must be unique, it must be different, and it must, get rid of, remove yourself from people. Make everybody else around you, like, okay, and you don't want nobody to know that you don't want no one to, like, take your stuff. If you're wondering what I'm looking at, ID is on. Who don't watch the ID channel? I gotta remind myself to turn off the TV. Next, again, a logo is important, and like I said, people know you by your logo. It has to be unique, it has to be different, and you must be true to your logo. You must dedicate yourself to your logo. That's the next thing. Dedication and effort. What you want to do, what you are doing with your logo, and how you're going about your business, that's what makes your logo better. That's what makes it better about itself, and that's what makes you better as a person who's trying to be an entrepreneur and put your logo out there. It is not good if you can't produce what you can't produce what your logo stands for. Or, like, I'm a plus size designer. I produce what my logo stands for. And I don't just make clothes. I'm trying to make accessories too. Right now, I'm on a slight little budget because I gotta get some more zippers. So if you're wondering what I've been doing lately, I've been trying to find places to get zippers. I need like a bundle pack. If you know anywhere I can get a bundle pack, please be my guest. But yes, I design and I work hard and I dedicate myself to my my fashion brand. Now, a logo isn't just fashion. I said music, businesses, corporations, everything. Whatever you dedicate your hard work and effort into, that's what you do it for. You want to work off. You want to work all your hard-earned energy off. You want to make sure that everybody understands how hard you work, how much blood, sweat, and tears you put into your work, and how much you love your work. And that's good and simple. If you love it, then everybody else love it. It is told that you should not pay attention to a lot of people's opinions. Trust me, I've been told I wasn't going to make money from it. I've been told that was not good. I've been told that you ain't going to last long. I've been told the one main thing about holding on to a company or branch, you got to learn how to ignore people, ignore motherfuckers, and ignore adversity. If people want to come at you with shots, you show them no fear, you show them no flame, and you show them no firing point at them. You ignore them. Because once you come greater, nothing is more powerful than that paper you make at the end of the day. And that is the truth. And I know there's a bunch of entrepreneurs who can vouch like that. Your paper will speak louder than their hate. And once they mad at you for making that paper, then they'll be like, oh, damn, I knew you was going to make it. Nah, motherfucker, you told me I wasn't going to be able to do this. Fuck you, bye. That's how you got to look at it. Fuck you, bye. Just like that. F you and goodbye. And that's how, like, at the end of the day, it's not plain and simple. You going to have haters when you get to the top. You going to have haters that's going to come looking for you, be like, oh, well, bitch, I did that. No, you going to have to fight sometimes. I know you going to have to fight. I know at some point in this world I'm going to have to fight. Alright, but it's going to be haters. There's going to be people out there that's going to hate you for what you're doing. And, you just got to learn how to ignore it. Or have standards, morals for yourself, and ignore. And this does come with having a logo, because the reality is, once you get known out there with this brand, with your logo, and your brand name is popping and jumping across screens and all that type of stuff, and popping on your timeline and everything like that, and YouTube alone, you just think like, wow, I was once a small business, and now look at my brand. It has expanded. And, that's what you want. And when you see a logo everywhere around, a logo is key, important. Once you see your logo on a lot of things, you feel so accomplished, achieved, because you're like, that's my brand. That's my logo. That's my baby. Oh my God. Like when you see your logo and you just start cheesing and everything like that, you finally did it. You finally happy. It takes a lot of hard work and everything like that. The process of a logo, But once you made it, get it out there and everybody see it and everybody wants to be a part of you and be a part of your business and help you create your business and help you expand your business with your logo, yeah, you will finally hit the rocket booster and everything like that. You ready to take off flight into the world. Let behold, you no longer a small household business. You have expanded to an up, out, and over the top business. Now everybody want a piece of it. Everybody want a piece of it. Everybody want a piece of it. And eventually I will get to men. I just need to learn how to sew for a men's size. I need a male model. So I know a couple male models that will not mind, but again, I need like male models. Plus size male models. Anyway, well, not just plus size. Let me explain that a little bit too. Now, this is only supposed to be logos, but I'll explain a little bit. How I dedicate myself when designing clothes is because I design for women for right now. Do I design for women all different shapes? I had to teach myself how to design for different shapes as well. You're getting like an extra tidbit on how I learned how to sew for plus size people. When I went to college, there was no one teaching me how to sew for a plus size body. We kind of sewed for a size 6, a size 7, and a size 8. That was it. And I had to teach myself how to sew for a 12, a 14, a 16, and up. Now, it is a little difficult. I have some patterns for it, but other patterns I use on my own. I use my own patterns. The ones that I made specially. Not just off my body type, but off, like, I can visionarily see it. That's how I see when I make my patterns. I use a ruler. I use all types of rulers. Curved ruler, straight ruler, and close-up and personal rulers that, like, get in the corners and the edges and stuff. I make my little indentations, and then, yeah, there you go. We all going straight forward for that. And when I'm designing, I think about how my woman looks, how my woman was supposed to walk down the runway, how she's going to look in public, where she's going, and what she's doing, who she's with, and everything like that in between. And my brand, and what I love about it is, even if she's not fully plus size, I've tried to design for smaller women, and it's a little bit of failedness because the way I train my brain is to work on one size while trying to work on the other size. So, like, I already know how to design for plus size women a little bit more in more detail and depth, but I have to train myself how to work on a plus size body with no problems in those situations. And it's like, that's going to be a little bit, not a plus size body, a smaller woman's body. And it's going to be a little bit difficult because I've been working on a plus size woman for a little bit over, maybe, but it's 2020. So, well, it's 2020. 2019, 2018, 2017, 2016. I've been working on a plus size training for a minute now. So it's been a minute, and I basically don't have to train myself how to design for like smaller sizes. And it's not gonna be hard. It's gonna be a little hard and challenging, but I'm willing to put it up and work on it. And yeah. So that's my logo. That's the logo. Also, one more thing. It's something else about your logo. If you have cards, make sure they have all, everything like that in between. Thinking, oh, I'm going to have to change my card too. Oh, I might have to give me some fresh ones because we're moving, so dang. Ugh. But like I said, a logo is key important. For one, you need a picture, or if you want just words. Color would be nice. It brings out the beautiful factor, and it makes people, find who you are and let them know what you like to do. So you can be a music creator, a business, other type of businesses, or a fashion designer. I know a lot of fashion designers use it. And other than that, it is important and dedicate yourself to your brand. And it's not hard to do. You just gotta dedicate. Practice harder. Practice more. I got that from Call of Duty Black Ops 3. Anyway, yes. Remember, a logo is key important. And when having something of your own, that's how people are going to remember you by. That's how people are going to find you by. With that being said, catch you guys in Vlogmas Day 13, which we will be doing a gameplay. Also, I will discuss something at the end of that video. Actually, no. On Vlogmas Day 15, 16, before we start, I'm going to ask a couple key questions in them videos. And then on Thursday of that week, I want you guys to answer. Now, again, like I said, Vlogmas Day 15 and 16, we're going to be sewing something. And it's going to be lit. It's going to be lit. It's going to be lit. It's from my collection, but I won't tell you all the details about it until it's fully sewn and put together. And we will have 2 days just in case I've got to do a part 2. With that being said, I always do this. Richard Nixon made it possible. He made it wild. He made it known. It is the Honorable Deuces. Peace. I love you. I'll see you guys in another Vlogmas. Bye-bye.